Hey, welcome back to Bucket Broadcasting. So I'm actually recording this intro after I recorded the initial video. Halfway through the video, my camera corrupted, so the first half of the video does not have a webcam. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Enjoy. It's the international break for football, and for most people, that's not really that entertaining, unless you're tuned in to see if San Marino finally get their first win since 2004. There's not really much to look forward to when there's friendlies going on. But during the international break, one thing that is going on is college hoops. Now, I'm a massive fan of basketball. So today we're combining the two sports. What if the EPL had a March Madness of its own? So I've gone ahead and put every Premier League team into a bracket. The standings are what they are as of right now, the 21st of March. We'll be using this match simulator right here, and the lineups will be edited and tweaked by me depending on what the injury report is as of today. So some teams might not have their best players, you know how it works. Also, home advantage will be turned off, just because in March Madness there's no real home advantage. It's played in a neutral arena. I'm hoping to see some upsets. I'm hoping to see some Cinderella stories. We'll see. So I'll go load up the first game, Luton versus Everton. I'll adjust the lineups and I'll be right back. Alright, so I adjusted the lineups. Everton, surprisingly, Calvert-Lewin was not injured. Danjuma has a slight knock, but he should be back by the end of this month. So I kept him in the lineup. And for Luton Town, their striker was injured. They had a lot of midfielders injured. So, I had to move some stuff around. And let's see who wins. That's 2-2. 2-2. This thing is going so fast. Great save. And it looks like it's going to end in a draw. Yes, it ended in a draw. So Everton 2, Luton Town 2. In the event of a draw, we'll have to randomize it. So if I get 1, Everton advances. If I get 2, Luton Town advances. It's not the most fair way to do it, but the simulator did not really have an option for no draws. So we'll have to settle it like this. So 1 is Everton, 2 is Luton Town, and Luton Town advances. I'm not mad at that at all. That is an upset. That's a small upset. Okay, so same thing as before. Took care of the injuries. Bournemouth had a defender out. Senesi was out for them. And Sheffield United had a bunch of injuries riddled through the defense and the attack. Right, let's start the match. Just my luck. It's another draw. So Bournemouth won, Sheffield United won. Let's see who got the goals. It was Philip Billing with the goal and Ollie Norwood. We'll have to do it again. So Bournemouth is number 1, Sheffield is number 2. And the number we get is... So I clicked it. You guys heard me click it. So number 2 it is. So Sheffield advances. Injuries are out of the way, and now we're going to start the match. Just to let you guys know, the injury report I'm going by is whatever FOTMob has. So if it's wrong, apologies. Finally, a game that did not end in a draw. So Burnley got 3, Crystal Palace got 2. The goal scorers for Burnley were Trezor, Sanderberg, and... who was the third? I have no idea. Oh, an own goal by Jeffrey Schlupp. And Eberechi Eze got 2 of his own, but it was not enough. All of these have been upsets. We haven't had a favorite win yet. Will that change when we go to Brentford versus Nottingham Forest? I guess we'll see. Sorry guys, my camera file corrupted, so the first half of this video might not have any camera footage. But I don't know why that happened. I'm sorry. Anyways, we sorted out Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. And yeah, let's see who wins. Yet another draw. We'll have to do it again. So number 1 will be Brentford, number 2 will be Forest. And have you hear me click? 1. So Brentford move on. And for once, that's not an upset. So the favorite moves on. And now we can move on to round 2, starting with Arsenal versus Luton Town. The injury report is done. Let's see who wins. Something tells me it's going to be Arsenal. So Arsenal have had a lot of chances from what I'm seeing so far. Let's check 93% possession. That's insane. Another goal for Arsenal. Okay, so 2-0. So this game should be pretty safe for them. And that's how it'll end. 2-0 with goals from Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Martinelli, who is injured right now, but the injury report said he'll be back in a couple of days. So I included him for this game. A couple of big injuries for these teams, actually. Matoma mainly is out for Brighton, so we'll see how that can affect the game. And it'll end 1-0. Thankfully, did not go to draw. And Simon, is that how you say? Simon Adingra got the goal. He was electric in the AFCON. In the AFCON final, he was amazing. All right. So Brighton will move on. Spurs versus Fulham. This game actually happened last week. It was like the last game of the Premier League that happened before the international break, I think. And Fulham beat Spurs 3-0. Now, I don't think the simulator will predict that, but anything could happen. Let's see. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this was, but according to FOTMob, Fulham were the only team so far with 0 injuries. So we'll see if that'll help them in this match against Spurs. And we're back to the draws. Spurs 2, Fulham 2. The goals came from James Maddison, 2 from James Maddison, 1 from Adama Traore for Fulham, which is unrealistic because he cannot finish anything, and another goal from Adrabayo. So 1 will be Spurs, 2 will be Fulham, and the number we get is 2. So Fulham advance. Aston Villa had a lot of injuries, and one of the injuries made me have to bring in John Duran, and he actually just scored, so that was a good change for them. He got the goal. A pretty convincing win in the end. Aston Villa win 3-0 with goals from Duran, Ollie Watkins, and Luca Digne. Which, not that I think of, I don't know why I did not start Digne. But whatever. They got the win. So the main thing for Man City was that Ederson is currently out like a slight knock. So I put in Ortega. But in the end, I don't think it'll matter that much. It's Manchester City. They win every game. It's annoying. It gets boring. But people are just going to call me a salty United fan. And they're probably right, but it gets annoying. Come on, let's just skip. Man City win. Surprise, Man City win. Bernardo Silva, he actually got their last 2 goals when they played Newcastle. Man City advance, to no one's surprise. Oh, next up we have Chelsea versus Manchester United. A potential FA Cup final matchup. Because I think Chelsea advanced. If they beat Man City, then they'll verse Man U in the final. That's provided Man U don't fumble. And we managed to beat Coventry, which we should be able to. But it's Manchester United, you never know. We did just have an amazing performance against Liverpool, 4-3. One of the games of all time. Like the games of all time. Maybe it's recency bias, but I think looking back on it, we'll be like, wow, that was a crazy game that we just watched. Let's edit the lineups and get into it. It's still 0-0. I hope you don't get a 0-0 game. Martial, Oh, we scored. And it was Martial. I don't think he was supposed to be playing. I forgot to put him in the reserves. I'm pretty sure he's injured, as he always is. But I'm not going to redo that because I am biased, and Man U will advance to Man City, the Manchester Derby. Another one. We got slapped last time, so that's probably what will happen again. But let's move on to West Ham versus Newcastle. I'm not sure what the issue is. My camera keeps cutting out. I might have to do the rest of this video with no camera if this keeps up. But for now, we got the injuries out of the... My camera just went out again. I heard it go out. But we got the injuries out of the way. And West Ham won 4-1. Lucas Paqueta with a hat-trick. Edson Alvarez got a goal. I think his first goal for West Ham, if I'm not mistaken. Alexander Isak got a consolation, but it was not enough. And West Ham will advance. And Liverpool win 1-0. Mo Salah. The Elite 8. Fulham have made a bit of a run. They've only played 1 game. West Ham, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty much teams you would expect. There's no real big upsets that advanced. Which is unfortunate, but, that's how it is. Okay, this would be actually a really entertaining game, I think, in tournaments. Oh, Arsenal are already winning. Jorginho got the goal. I forget he's still at Arsenal. I don't know why I thought he like left to like Saudi or something. I guess he seems like the type of person that would, you know. Not that I know him as a person, but it's I don't know. I'll stop yapping. That's another goal, Gabriel Jesus, and I think we can skip at this point. Yeah, 2-0. Arsenal advanced to the final four. I really hope Fulham win. I kept Adama Traore in the starting lineup, even though he usually does not start for Fulham. But like last match, he got a goal, so I'm hoping he can do the same. Man, I don't know how he has not like reached the very top. Traore, his like physical attributes have always been my favorite to watch. When he was at Middlesbrough, I'm pretty sure when he was at Middlesbrough, he was really fun to watch for me. And it's still 0-0 so far. He's actually gotten subbed off. So there goes his winning goal. But yeah, I won't skip. We'll let it ride. Looks like it's going to be 0-0, which is, yeah, 0-0. I guess we'll have to go to a random. Actually, no. I'm doing a rematch, and I am going to press skip. And whoever the winner is will be the winner. That's like Michael Owen. Whoever the winner is will be the winner. Okay, I'll do a random number. So 1 is Fulham, 2 is Aston Villa. Stayed at 2. Aston Villa advance. But you never know. That's the thing. In a 1-game elimination, anything could happen. So no Ederson for them. Okay, I think we're ready. It was all messed up. Like Sancho was still here. Anthony was actually starting. Thank God that's over with. And yeah, big game. I'm just gonna skip. No, man, you let me down even in a virtual simulator. John Stones, of course, we're terrible from headers. He probably got a headed goal from a corner. And Man City advance. Hopefully, at least West Ham can make it interesting because right now it's just all the favorites. It's about to be the top 4. Okay, come on, West Ham, please. Please make an upset. Be the Cinderella story. David Moyes, you have let me down a lot in the past. A lot. But, oh, never mind. Liverpool are up. GG's. I spoke too soon. GG's. Lucas Paqueta with another 2. He got a hat-trick in the last game. He's winning MVP of this tournament by far. Jared Boehm got 1. Agard got 1. Edson Alvarez got 1. And, well, yeah, I spoke too soon. West Ham advanced, and I could not be happier about it. This is it to get to the finals. Arsenal are 1 up. That's a good start by them, but as we saw last time, it does not mean anything going up first. Aston Villa could win 5-1 for all I know, but probably not. Arsenal 2 up. Yeah, I think that's pretty much game. I don't really see a comeback happening. Yeah, no. And that's where the journey ends for Aston Villa. They fall short in the semis, but to a good Arsenal team. And Arsenal wins 6-0. Well, I mean, I said Paqueta will have the player of the tournament locked up, but Martin Odegaard has been insane. Let's move on to the final. Man City versus West Ham. Please, West Ham. West Ham, I believe in you. Here it is. This is my World Cup final. West Ham, can they pull it off again? They already beat Liverpool to get here. Can they pull it off and beat the reigning champions, the treble winners, Manchester City? We're at the 60th minute already. Why am I actually low-key nervous for this? 64th minute. And a goal for West Ham. In the final minute. And West Ham win. West Ham actually won. Look at this path West Ham have had to go through. They beat Newcastle. They beat Liverpool. They beat Man City. This is one of the best runs of all time. And now they're in the final. West Ham versus Arsenal. This is it. The EPL, the Premier League March Madness final. It all comes down to this. Let's fast forward a bit. Man, a goal for Arsenal already. They have been just unstoppable this entire simulation. They haven't really looked shaky at one moment. That's 2-0. Oh, man, it's not looking good. Last game they won 6-0, so 3-0. Yeah, it's wraps. 7-1. Well, it was a great run from West Ham. You know, Mikel Antonio got a goal off the bench, but ultimately Martin Odegaard will take home player of the match. I mean, you saw his stats. I'll put them up right here. In these past couple games, he was insane. 7-1, 6-0, and our champions are Arsenal. Well, Arsenal fans, are you happy? You finally won a trophy. It's the Bucket Broadcasting EPL March Madness trophy, but it's a trophy. You can count it if you want. You can mention me in your Twitter posts. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a different one. We had a lot of camera issues. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to get that fixed for next video. I'm not too happy with the results of it, I'll be honest. I wanted West Ham to win. I wanted there to be some underdogs in here. It happens though. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Or leave a comment. I like hearing from you guys. Let me know what kind of video you want to see next. This was a bit different. I think the next video will be basketball related because I have done a lot of soccer so far. Football. Sorry, don't crucify me. It's football. But yeah. Thank you for watching Bucket Broadcasting, and I'll see you guys in the next video.